welcome to another episode of A Thinking Pack. Today, we are going to be making many machines for the moon. That is what we are going to be doing. Some of the machines we are going to be attempting to make today are methane synthesizer, chemical decomposer, chemical synthesizer, and oxygen machines to produce oxygen when we're on the moon. And we're probably going to run into a few problems with this. For one, we may not have all the materials, and for another, we may not have all the materials, and for another, it's going to take a lot of making to do. So we're going to get to that today. Try to get it all done in one episode. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, indeed. And let's get to it today. And we're probably going to end up bringing these giant Minechem machines, the like the chemical fusion, what was that, fusion chamber and the fission chamber up there, because they're so big and it's kind of essential for surviving on the moon. So I think we're going to probably end up bringing them. We'll have to see. But in any case, today we're going to start with the methane synthesizer. We already started working on that in a previous episode, and we probably have most of the materials, so we're going to head downstairs, set up a chest, and start planning our materials. The issue with the methane synthesizer is that it requires things such as meteoric iron ingot, and meteoric iron ingot is found on the moon, so we'll be able to make it once we get to the moon. At least I think it's found on the moon. So we're going to be able to make that once we get to the moon, but for now we can't. But in any case, if you guys saw the live stream on Thursday on Twitch, we did the regular live stream on Wednesday. We did one on Thursday on Twitch. It was a lot of fun. We did basically a thinking pack behind the scenes on Twitch, and we were basically doing like chatting and stuff while I was setting up to record, and then during the off-camera times, chatting and things like that. The issue was that it never actually, it took so long to set up that time that I had to end the stream before actually being able to start the recording. So I'm recording right now. But in any case, back to the point. We need to set up a chest. Let's go ahead and set it up beside this crafting table here. And here we go. So chest would be wood. Let's go ahead and grab some of that and find out, do we have all the materials that we need to make the methane synthesizer? And if we do, in fact, then we shall be good to go. If we do not, then we will not be good to go. That is kind of the way things go around here. So that is that. Okay, methane synthesizer, we need heavy oxygen tank. Okay, let's start with oxygen compressor. Okay, so let's make our recipe in these 9 squares over here, these 9 squares, and we need to start with our oxygen compressor. Okay, we shall need probably 2 oxygen compressors. I think that's the name of the, Yes, oxygen compressor. We will need 2 of them because we need to make 1 for on the moon and 1 for making the methane synthesizer. Methane synthesizer, by the way, produces rocket fuel, so that is what we are aiming at right now. And what it can do is it can, I'm not sure how to demonstrate that right now, I'd have to go find a different recipe, but it can make it out of materials that is fairly easy to make on the moon. Relatively easy as it can be to do something on the moon where there's not really anything there. In any case, let's go ahead and make an oxygen compressor. And we need, in order to make the oxygen, we're going to try to make 2 of those. And we need, okay, do we have any tin canisters? We do not have enough tin canisters. What is the recipe for tin canisters? We need some tin. We need some tin. Let's go ahead. I think it was like this. Aha, that's not enough tin canisters, but that will have to do for the moment. And so let's make 2. Okay, we need something else. We need compressed aluminum, compressed steel, and compressed bronze. Do we have some? We do have compressed bronze. We do not have compressed steel. Okay, I will be back in a minute once we get some compressed bronze, not bronze, steel. But for first, before I go off camera, in case you guys are unaware, on the second channel, the Peculiar Pine Tree YouTube channel, we've got videos coming out every Saturday from now until whenever the series is done, and then if I happen to to make some more or whatever, which I am planning to do as long as I have ideas. That's the thing. It's kind of so after the series is done, it may not be every Saturday, but we shall see. But the series for the next several months, we've got, what was I doing here? Compressed steel. Yes, that would be coal and, oh, we need a lot of compressed iron. Okay, so compressed iron would be just simply iron. Where is all our iron? Or did I already make some? Oh, there's some compressed steel here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, that will do very nicely. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this. That crafting table is up there. That crafting table is up there. Okay, that is a thing. But in any case, let's go ahead and try to make this now. Oh, and we need some of those tin things. The tin, whatever it was called, oxygen vent. It's not a tin thing, it's an oxygen, and we do need compressed tin. We do indeed need compressed tin, so I'm going to go ahead and make that. But as I was saying on the second channel, new series, and tomorrow will be a video unboxing the, what was it called? The Roswell Challenger S gaming case. That is the computer case that I'm actually using right now. If you guys are interested in checking that out, that will be available tomorrow, not tomorrow, today. Because when this video comes out, it'll be today, which is excellent. Let's go ahead and make some, what was I needing? Compressed tin. But in any case, what I was going to say about it is that there's one section in the video, it was a lot of fun. The whole video was a lot of fun, but one section in the video in particular was a section where we need some compressed tin like this. Let's go ahead and cut that in half and make maybe 10 of them. Was a section in the video where I tried something a little different. We'll see, let me know if you guys like it or not, but in one section it was like we had some background music to kind of add to the atmosphere, that moment and everything like that, and it was a lot of fun to make, and I think it turned out well. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think about it, but we shall see. But in any case, we now have some compressed tin, which is excellent. We can now go ahead and make our oxygen vents, and I will be back once I have the methane synthesizer. An unforeseen problem: we have no power. We have our energy storage thing, but it is charging the machines right now, and as you can see, it is losing power. That's what the top number is. It's losing power, and we're not making any more, which is weird. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Let's go ahead and find out. What? Why are all the engines, like, normally they're burnt out, but the lava buckets are sitting in them. They're just not doing anything. That's weird. That is weird. Maybe the turtles need to be restarted or something? No. What is going on? Oh, maybe they do need, maybe it's just doing the wrong color. Maybe they do need, yes, they do need to be hit with a wrench. Aha, there we go. That would be a wrench, that would be an engine and a wrench, and that is good. For some reason, the engine was not black like it was supposed to be when it's burnt out, but it was in fact burnt out, apparently. That is what the situation was. So, alrighty, I'm going to continue making this here methane synthesizer and be back with you in a minute. So it turns out this here project of getting to space, and in particular this methane synthesizer for making fuel, requires a lot of compressed steel, which requires a lot of compressed iron. And we didn't have enough iron, so I grabbed from the quarry. If you guys haven't seen that in a while, actually, the quarry is over here, and it is a massive network, I guess you could say, of chests and things all connected, and there's a whole bunch of things in the chests, and I've been emptying them a little bit. I got some more materials here, but the point is that also I expanded the, that's not the point, but the point, but I also expanded this chest over here to be able to hold a lot more iron. But here is the thing, is that in here we can put in, let me just send the iron through first. But we can put through all kinds of materials in this chemical decomposer, which basically triples, if you guys haven't seen this in a while, basically it triples the amount of item output from the single block of ore, which is very nice indeed. And so we can basically triple our metals, which is very nice. So over here, we should have over a stack of iron already, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and take this and make it into compressed iron, or at least part of it into compressed iron and compressed steel, and not get stuck on the pathway again. And there we go. Alrighty, I'll be back with you guys in a while. Here we have most of the recipe. We have these 9 slots here have the recipe, with the exception of a problem that we ran into. The problem is this one item here, the fluid manipulator, requires slime balls. Now, normally that wouldn't be much of a problem. I'm going to head downstairs to set this up in the chest while we're talking. But normally slime balls would not be much of a problem in most series, except for the fact that in this series we're doing everything in peaceful mode and doing things through chemicals, and so there are no slimes in the area at all, which makes it a bit of a problem because of the fact that, okay, let's lay this out first. So we've got our 2 heavy oxygen tanks. We're going to set up these 9 slots as the main recipe, okay? So we get our 2 heavy oxygen tanks. We've also got oxygen vent in the middle. We've also got oxygen pipes on the side. We only need 2 pipes. There we go. They're very hard to see there, but they are there. We've got compressed bronze. We only need 1 of them there. And we've got oxygen compressor down here. I made 2 of them because we're going to need 1 for the other things anyways. So let's go ahead and put the second one over there on the corner. And we've got electric furnace over here. Now, this is our recipe with the exception of the one remaining item, the fluid manipulator. This thing requires meteoric iron, so I can't actually make the whole recipe right now, but we're going to have to make everything we can and bring it with us. So we've got advanced wafer. We do have advanced wafer. That is good. We'll make these 9 slots the part here, the fluid manipulator. So we've got advanced wafer. We do not have meteoric iron yet. Oxygen fan we can indeed make, so I think I'll have to make that. And we also have to figure out the slime balls. So the slime balls, as you can see, is crafted this way through regular crafting, but it requires cheese curds, which are only found on the moon, which is a problem. So we're going to make it probably out of chemical synthesis machine. There's no other way to do that. Okay, so polymethyl methacrylate. Polymethyl methacrylate. It is not only methyl methacrylate, it is polymethyl methacrylate. And that is what we're going to be making today. So we do already have, as you can see if we get back up to the chemical machines up there. Here is the chemical synthesis machine, and as you can see out here in the output chest, we have methyl. We have methyl. So what you basically do to make polymethyl methacrylate, let's look at the recipe here. It's going to be complicated. So, to make polymethyl methacrylate, you have to take methyl methacrylate and get 3 of those. To make methyl methacrylate, you need to take methyl, which we have, and carbon and oxygen. However, we do have methyl, but we do not have that much methyl because we have 2 methyl ions. And we need... Where did it go? Where did it go? Polymethyl methacrylate. It requires 3 methyl methacrylate. So, 3 of those. 3 of these at 3 methyl ions each, which means that we need 9 methyl ions. So, we need to make that 2. And to make that, we need to make carbon and hydrogen. We need a lot of carbon and a lot of hydrogen. So we shall get started on that. So where did we use up all our carbon? We used a lot of carbon for crafting the things that we were crafting a while ago. The poly tool, it used stacks and stacks of carbon. I think it was about 10 or 20 chests worth of carbon. Double chests. But we need carbon. Oh, we do have carbon. Okay, so that's excellent. We need carbon, and we need what else do we need? We need hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. You can see in the recipe there, by the way, if you don't know how to read that, basically what it is you see the blue. So it says polymethyl methacrylate, and then it says underneath in blue, and it's got like parentheses, and then parentheses within the parentheses, and all that kind of stuff. Basically, I can't point with the mouse, but basically, you got your first set of brackets, and it goes from there. That's to tell you that you need, on the right, you can, so your first set of brackets, just outside the brackets, you got a subscript that says 3 on the right of the thing there, and so that means that whatever's in the brackets, you need 3 of them, and then inside of those brackets, you have a set of brackets that says C and then H with a 3. The H with a 3 means you need 3 H's, which is hydrogen, and so you need 1 C and 3 H's, which are inside the smaller brackets, which mean that you need 3 of what's in the smaller brackets, and then you also need carbon C, 2 C's, and then 2 O's, but all within the bigger brackets. So hopefully that makes some sense and is not entirely completely confusing. But we shall go ahead and see. We need carbon, hydrogen, and I think it was oxygen, right? Was not paying attention. Was not paying attention. What was it? Oxygen. Yes, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And we got, there's 5 oxygen over there, but that's not enough. We need more oxygen than that. We need more oxygen than that. We need hydrogen as well. What did we do with, okay, so oxygen. I'm gonna hunt these materials down. It's gonna take a while to find all these materials, I think. Nope! We got oxygen right there. And hydrogen right there. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this thing. And I think I'm going to do this on camera because it is quite a complicated recipe. And let's go ahead and do this. So we need some carbon like this. We're going to go ahead and put the carbon. Let's go ahead and get rid of this recipe. There we go. And there we go. We got 1 carbon. And we need 3. I think it was hydrogen. And that would be methyl ions. Yes, that is methyl ions. It is not crafting anything because we need to actually put it into the chemical synthesis chamber there. There we go. So now it's going to craft. Let's just let it do the whole stack, I think. Let's do the whole stack so that we don't have to make more in the future quite as often. Because we will need slime balls, probably, most likely, possibly. So that is going to be helpful. So let's see. I think we got all the stack done. All right. So that is that we got. Now we should have 9. We have a lot more than 9 methyl ions, which is excellent. Okay. We also need, back to the recipe. We've got the blue. Okay, so we got the methyl ions inside the brackets that are inside the brackets. And we need 3 of those and combine that with 2 carbon and 2 oxygen. Okay, so 3, 1, 2, 3, and carbon. We need 1, 2, 3. And oxygen, that would be, where's the oxygen? Oxygen, 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 where'd it go? Oh, it's no, it's not. Where did it go? Did I put it in here? Yes, I put it in here. Why did I do that? That would be not a good idea. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's the wrong recipe. Wrong recipe. It must be the wrong numbers. What was the, oh, 2 carbon and 2 oxygen. Okay. Well then, let's go ahead and fix that then. 2 oxygen, and there should be 2 carbon. There we go. And now we need to put the actual oxygen into, let's get rid of this extra carbon in there and replace it with oxygen. There we go. Let's go ahead and put all this stuff back into here except the methyl ions, because we also need to take the methyl ions and put the methyl ions into this chemical synthesis machine over here. So there we go. Let's go ahead and put this into the chest and free up our inventory. There we go. Methyl methacrylate. We have made a whole bunch of methyl methacrylate. That is excellent. Okay, we need to make, how many did we need? How many did we need? Okay, that's per slime ball. Oh. That is per slime ball that you need to make this. So we need a whole lot more than what we have just made. A whole lot more than what we have just made, but that is okay. We shall make this at least. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's put this in like that. We got some calcium carbonate, but that is not helpful for this. So there we go. Oh, our engines have burnt out as well. We might run out of power sooner or later. And did it make it? Yeah, no, yeah, yes. Okay, polymethyl methacrylate. We have 2 of them. That should be enough to make the 2 slime balls, and then we'll deal with the rest in the future. So let's see. 2 slime balls. There we Oh, you need to actually put this in the polymethyl methacrylate. You have to put that into the chemical synthesis machine. Let's go ahead and do that properly. There we go. How do you do that? I think it's like... Oh, it's one at a time. Okay, there we go. And now let's put in the... There we go. That would be the remainder of it. There we go. Like that. That is excellent. And now we should have 2 slime balls. Yes, that is excellent. And now we can restart our iron making process because we do need lots of iron. There we go. And that would be that. Alrighty, so we're gonna let the iron cook up and do its thing, and that is excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We now have 2 slime balls. We can go ahead and add those to the recipe downstairs. Recipe downstairs, and let's go ahead and head downstairs, and I'll be back with you once I get there. How far are we along with this recipe? We have... For the fluid manipulator, okay, slime balls, we got those like that. These 9 squares, remember these 9 squares are for the recipe for the fluid manipulator here. And we need oxygen fans. We need oxygen fans which require basic wafers. We need 2 basic wafers. So let's go ahead and make 2 basic wafers and be back in a minute. We have another somewhat major problem. As you can see, the basic wafer requires a diamond. We need 2 basic wafers, so we need 2 diamonds. We do not have 2 diamonds. I don't think we do, at least. We may have 2 diamonds somewhere around, but possibly not. Possibly not. Let's see. Let's see if we have any diamonds, and rather than going through all of these chests, let's... Oh, actually, let's look for basic wafers. We might already have some made. If we do, that would be very... helpful, and it doesn't look like we do. So let's go ahead and check outside because we might have some outside, but otherwise we might be very stuck indeed. Very stuck indeed. Oh, we have 2 diamonds. We have 2 diamonds. Let's just go ahead and check if we have basic wafers. Oh, we do have basic wafers in here. Okay, no sense in wasting the diamonds on basic wafers because we already have them. So that is that. So let's go ahead and bring these things down into the basement, and I'll be back with you in a minute once we reach the basement. And here we have 2 oxygen fans. That is excellent. So we now have everything that we need to make the methane synthesizer, I think, unless I missed something, but I think we have everything we need. Yep, that's it. We have everything we need except for the meteoric iron, which we will get once we reach the actual moon. So that is excellent. So we shall bring everything that's in this chest, which will be easier said than done, come to think of the fact that our rocket does not... don't want to take off. Don't want to take off. But our rocket does not have any storage. Because we made a mistake when we made this rocket in the first place. Can you actually decompose a space rocket? That would be interesting. Rocket. Because when you make a rocket, as you can see, in the crafting recipe, you have to, when you're making it, put in... Here, you have to put in the storage into these slots while you are making the rocket. But we did not do that. We kind of forgot, and so we're kind of stuck with a rocket with no storage space, which is a problem. So, is it possible to? Nope, no possibility of decrafting the rocket, so that's a problem. So I guess we'll just be left with not doing that unless I were to do it off camera sometime and actually put storage on the rocket. Hopefully, possibly, we shall see. But in any case, I think that is the yes, that would be the chemical synthesis, not the chemical synthesis, the what was it called, methane synthesizer. Complete, except for the meteoric iron, which is a problem. So, that's looking good. Let me just see what else we have to do. Okay, so we have to make some minechem machines to pack up our big minechem machines, and we have to make oxygen for our tree farm, which we already have partly done. We have an oxygen compressor already. I think that we will have to come back next episode and continue with making our machines and things to get to space, and hopefully not run into quite as many problems as before. But what else do we have to do? We also, oh yes, we need to make everything that we need to set up electric power on the moon, possibly, unless we decide to go without that for a while. And oh, we do need to pack up our computer programs is what we need to do. Bring them on floppy disks, but I think we have a floppy disk that has them already ready on it, so that would be good. So what we have left to do, we have our way of making fuel. I think we need to double check that we have everything for that, but we have that. We need to get all our computer programs. We need to make oxygen gear to produce oxygen on the moon, and that should, in theory, be everything that we need to do. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Coming back next time for continuing the project, and if you guys are interested in checking out the second channel with that video of unboxing and everything, and if you're interested in all that, then go ahead and check that out as well, and see you guys later. Bye-bye!